Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, the Sunny Swamps Park, where last we left off. I set myself on a mission, and that was to look up the name of the Japanese lady houses. I don't even know if it was Japanese, I believe so. But I did find it. Look how we named it right now. The Geisha Okiya. Now, I never would have come up with this myself, but it does sound cool, right? The white powdered lady house. It has an official Eastern name. So yeah, I found it, you know. I did my between video research. My homework, basically. So yeah. Now, also last time we left off, we decided on building a mine train coaster. And I feel like that's the first thing we should do right now. Just quickly though. Do a quick vandalism check, just to see if everything is still intact and nothing broken. We seem to be on the ball, though, when it comes to vandalism. That might also be because we check for it very regularly. Though, then again, you know, if it happens, that usually means something is not taken care of. But, yeah, no, seems good. Alright. Let's build, shall we? So, as for where, though, and then where, I think this line over here, you know, this line of tiles, I think that would be the perfect spot for it. And I believe this entrance is like 4 tiles. So no matter what we do, we have to lower the terrain for the entrance to fit. So therefore, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build it on this this tile. This tile, I believe it should be actually, but that's, you know, for the height that we're gonna build it on. So having said all that, let's build it. And there we go. Now just excuse me. And back. Yeah, I had to clear my throat a little. So now, as for the coaster, huh? Also, where do we want the station to be? Are we... Because we do have the slide over there, which is at height 1. Now, my plan for this coaster was, and still is, to also have this drop down to height 1. But I believe when we drop down to height 1, we will actually be somewhere over here. And what we could then do is, rather than curve over there, is perhaps curve over here, go up a little, go down, and then see that we get above ground. Because we do need to get above ground. And in terms of like, where are we going to get above ground? I want at least to get up over here. And then also dive back into the underground. And if possible, maybe, because I believe, yeah, we should be able to resurface over here, and then maybe get through this loop circle thing here. That would be really cool if we can actually pull that off. Might be a bit tight though. Might be. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. We should be able to pull that one off. And then once we go back into the underground, maybe, you know, to keep it cool, we should do some resurfacing over here. But we'll have to see. Anyway, let's remove the back end piece of the station, because I don't want that to be... Hold on a second. Yeah, let's... Okay, so that means that we have a entrance there. And we should probably have like an exit there. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, so it's time to build it then, huh? Let's see what we can come up with. So, how about that, you know? You are in a dark underground coaster structure, and the first thing that happens is you get dropped to height 1. And you do not see anything, because I don't believe lights are a thing. So, now the speed won't be that great, really, of this coaster. also, in terms of like where we need to get up, we are more or less lined up for it here. All we need to do really is see that we do something like this. No, not really. Let's do this. Yeah, this seems the better place for the coaster to line up. It's only brakes and on-ride photo section, but that's all right. Actually, is this the better place for it to line up? We could. I mean, we could. Thing is, though, if we do this, how is it gonna look? That is kind of important. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, basically these supports that we have, we are just gonna mask, basically. I don't mind that, actually. I think that's not a bad thing to do. So let's go along with this. And then I don't really want this to go too high because of the curtain of supports that we're gonna create if we do so. Oh, but we did remove some of the hedges that we have there. That's all right though. we are, by the way, totally making this coaster structurally not safe. But I don't mind. That's what we're here for, right? Make things structurally not safe. Yeah, let's see. What are we gonna do with this one? I think this will be just a mine shaft, basically. What we could do, you know, in order to make this a better looking mine shaft, is something like this. Yeah, we only have... That's just a nice touch of detail, you know? So... Ooh, now we're at height 4 though. I'm not sure... Oh, wow, we just made it. Ooh, and the egghead finally come up with like a good coaster. Not that we... Well, the other ones are also good, but it's not like we need the this coaster that badly. We are gonna build it, but it's not like it's a thing that we were screaming for. Like when we built this really ugly steel roller coaster, which still hurts my eyes even to look at. I really dislike the design that I made there. Another thing is we're gonna keep this coaster mostly into the underground, and that will have the result, I believe, that when it's raining, the guests will also go onto this one. So that's a plus. Right. Let's just do a few cool parts with it, right? So, for example, I think a helix up large is cool. The budget seems to think otherwise. Wow, that took a large chunk out. You know what we should do quickly right now? Maybe get ourselves the exit and queue hooked up, because I have a feeling that I am making the same mistake that we made earlier with the steel coaster again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're making the same mistake right now. It's actually not good. Yeah, you know what? Oh. Be gone, tree! You are my enemy. There. Look, now, you can say a lot about this park, but I really try and keep the terrain nice looking. Which, well, you know, I think we're succeeding a little at it. Yeah. Why? Just... I was about to say, like, I have the cursor on the path, right? It's not like my eyes are not functioning proper anymore. Right, okay. Then the queue path. And look at our money, by the way. We are getting loads of it, so we will be able to finish up this coaster pretty quickly. I think, though, let us pause here for a moment. Where should we hook this up? I feel like we should hook it up somewhere over here, basically. Because we already have a coaster here. And here. So I think this is the better place. Now we also have a coaster there. It's really that this section of the park, there's just nothing here to do. Maybe this will also be the first place for vandalism, you know. We'll change that up later, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, so let's see that we get the queue over there. And because this coaster will have well, you know, it will be rainproof basically. I think a long queue is not a bad idea. So let's do that. Let's get a long queue by tactically going around the dent in the terrain. And then get up from, let's say here. Yeah, I think that's the good way to approach this. Nice. Oh, and by the way, Superfilms 8 really likes the Lands of the Rising Star. Well, good for you. Okay, so now that we have done this, we are back up to monies. And let's continue constructing the coaster, which we were doing over there, somewhere. Now, as for what we want to do next, or what I want to do next, is basically, I think we should line ourselves up for over here. And with the scenery, we know that we need to be lined up on this tile here. That's where we need to be. So let's move our track to that area, right? So we don't really need much to get there. Look, we are already there right now. It's just that in terms of height, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that won't work out. So what we need then is, after this bit, we want, okay, so we want to do that one later then. Right? That means over there, we will, yeah, also, I said something about the terrain, now didn't I? Oh, balls. Oh, this is bad. Let's quickly rethink our options here. What can we do to solve this? Because we come from height 14. I'm not worried about the speed of the coaster. It's a good thing we kept the terrain ugly, because now there's not much lost. So now the speed on the coaster right now won't be that high. So we can just safely do something like this. You know, no banked curves or anything. Okay, so that's actually, this is a good sign. You know what we could also do, by the way? What if we get up before? Well, it's gonna be difficult. Basically, we need to have it in such a way that we get up here with the, you know, right from, we need to be as high as we can be, right over there already, which, oh crap, let me add lifts. Balls! We're ballsing up the design. We need to make haste pronto with this one. And now do this. Yes, this is what we wanted to do. Good. Good, good, good. Now, we are at height 13. Is that good enough? It should be for us to then start with a descent. Yeah. Oh, never mind. We are almost good enough to start with a descent. Nah, that's not gonna work out like that. What can we do to solve this? Or do we have to concede in the fact that this isn't gonna work out? That I'm trying the impossible here. I feel like that is exactly what is the case here, because yeah, we are in the curve, so to say, and we need to be on this line of tiles for it to work out. The only option to get this done proper is to have maybe if we remove this bit of scenery, maybe now we can get this to work. Hold on a second. No, now we're doing the same thing, so... And that won't work. Yeah, no. Right, okay, so we're conceding that we're trying to do the impossible then. What we're then gonna do is go above it and just curve around it straight into the underground. So, change of plans, no worries. We still got plans aplenty. And I will place back the bit of scenery that we destroyed as well, so... Look, and then we will have this be done like this. You will be removed. And then, bam, we are back into the underground. Booyah. Right, so now for like the final bit of the coaster. What I want to do is just do a few curves and stuff, and then basically I want to reappear right below this house, because I think that would be cool, and then just curve it backwards with gentle brakes to make it more crash proof. So there, that's the plan. Let's get it into action. Now we do have the station over there to also worry about. But I think will be cool if we do something like this. And then maybe this does line us up pretty good, to be honest. Kind of like where this is going, really. If only we were... Because what's happening here is like, I want this to be one higher still, so... what we need to do really is just keep going up one after this this curvy bit, and then get up. Yes, perfect. Nice, and we got our gentle ride, by the way. So having that one, you know, we should definitely get back onto thrill rides to try and see if we can get our go-karts, because I really want the go-karts. Right, so and now let's see. Yeah, let's from here on out, let's just start breaking the thing. So I don't know really what the speed will be. It's never really gone that high, you know, so in that regard, I think 50 kilometers an hour is plenty. So and we'll just work it down gently from over there, you know. Now, actually, saying that, let's actually, because what's in the, there's no, it's just a terrain that we're hitting. Yeah, well, let's break it a little bit more firmly then. To something like that. And then even more brakes, because remember, they also decrease the chance of a station brake failure. And there we go. That should be it, ladies and gentlemen. We should have our Mine Train roller coaster all being set up. And if I am really honest, I kind of like it. Because we don't see it that much, and therefore we don't have an ugly curtain of supports everywhere. Which is, yeah, it's cool. Now, also, let us quickly get this sorted, you know. To keep the mine train theme in there. Right, nice. Okay, so there we have it. I think we should definitely get a test ride on this one. So there we go, just to see if it makes it, you know. And then we can just set it up. No, it only took us 12 minutes actually to build it. That's not that bad. So let's just charge $5 for it for now. And we'll see if we need to change that later on. Also, I feel like we should get a thrill ride there, but that's you know, that's like the next worry that we have to worry ourselves about. So whilst that is testing, let me quickly set up the path here that we need to set up. And let's also get like a handy dude here, because man, do we know that we are going to need it. Oh, and you are not gonna mow the grass. Oh, and also, definitely, do we need a fixed mechanic? Hold on a second. You are supposed to be dropped in the underground. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Right. So, we might have missed a little bit of the test ride of the coaster. It is right over there right now. Now, granted, there aren't that many special sections at it, you know. But look at my speed prediction. I think I was spot on the money. It's no real loopings, but we do have a few helixes, and most of the coaster is in the underground. So, ahead of the ratings, we are going to open it up. And why don't we call this? Yeah. The Gong Hong Mines. See what I did there? I might have changed up a name a little bit. Now, as for coloring, and let's get the view back to normal. This is the bit that we see from the coaster. So, and if I'm honest, I kind of like the black. I kind of like the colors as they are of the track. You know, the train, yeah. let's see what else we can come up with, you know. Maybe something like this. Is this cool? I like it. Yeah. You know, it's like plated with the gold that they mine there. Yeah. Alright. So there we have it, you know, another coaster added to the park. Let us worry or see about that thrill ride that I was talking about just a moment ago. We have the Wua Belly, the ship, and the box to choose. So in light of that, I think we should go with a thing over here. How cool would it be if we can have the hoo-ha belly? Like, because over here is basically like a corner piece of the coaster. What if we can have the tower like right next to this thing? Oh, and also, not bad, medium ratings. Queue time, really bad. Ultra poor, basically. 12 minutes. Yeah, there is no denying it. We need it. We need a tiger there. Entertain. Make it less, make it bearable to stand that long in line. I'm not really sure why it would take them so long. With all the extra concrete pieces in between, you know. Well, there is not that much holes for the guests to make, basically, so it's also rather expensive to run. Look at it. Oh my good lord. That I did not know. Wow. Well, actually, now that I look at it, I vaguely actually recall that it is a rather expensive thing. Okay, well, the thrill ride then. Yeah, we're gonna do the hoo-ha belly, and we're gonna do it right in the corner here. So let me have a look. I believe that this tile here will be the free tile that will shoot up right along it. Maybe we can even add a little bit to the rating of the coaster by doing this. So, let me see. And then you, come on. Yeah, thank you. Be gone. I think we're spot on the money. We don't really need it to be that high, but let's see. Let's get the entrance sorted, and we will hook it up somewhere over here, I feel. What we could also do is go below the path here and hook it up to the other side. Well, that would be cool. Yeah, let's do that. And in terms of the... Yeah, that won't fit, so... Yeah, that makes the... Hold on a second. I say that that's really cool for the queue path, but in reality, that makes it a hell of a difficult thing to construct. Yeah. I don't think we should be going below this with the queue. I think we should be doing that with the exit. So let's get that done then. Which means you and you will be gone. Oh crap, wait. Get this mode. Oh, and crap. Damage, have you forgot the basic lessons of ride or of path construction that quick already? Do you have no memory? Look, this is the way that I want it. Oh, hold on a second. I thought we would be able to. Oh yeah, we should be. Or am I seeing this wrong? I think I'm seeing it wrong here in that there is actually no room for us to go below the path here. Okay, interesting. You know what? Let's remove that bit and let's, yeah, and also let's look at the entertainer dancing there. Come on. Yeah, that's much better. And now we will just build this. We will just build it over there and do the simple way. I thought to do something cool there with the path, you know, but well, didn't turn out really. So okay, no worries. There we go. Very good. Let's set this one up. I think that if we go with like wait, I was clicking it up, right? 93. We need to test this, obviously. Wow. Okay, that's risky. I'm not sure how the physics work, you know, in this game exactly, but I do know that when guests are on trains, they go faster. I'm pretty sure that when you load up the thing, it goes less fast, but, you know, I'm not willing to take the risk, so we shall add one more bit to it, and then we just open it up. Because now we know that that's pretty close to what it can reach. Also, we will charge the full $5 for this. Put it to 10 minutes, and there we go. It can be open. Now, as for the name, why don't we call this? Also, we got the thrill ride, but we don't know which one yet. Please be go-karts. Really, really want to get the go-karts in, you know, because that will really make a... Yeah, well, that will be like a real nice addition to the park. And then we can also fill up this bit over here, you know. Maybe add another ride here. Definitely up for that, you know. Maybe we should add like the space rings or something. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. I think that's a really good idea, to be honest. Yeah. We'll do that in a moment, though. Let's see. This we call this. Yeah, why don't we call this Gaiden? Gaiden. Gaiden. You know, not in reference to some ninja guy, of course. Of course. Yeah, also entertainer, you are yeah, this is not working out with the entertainer. I have his region set wrong. You need to be only there in the queue. So yeah, basically just entertain all the time over there, you know? That's the thing. Okay, so as for this tower, we're definitely not going to have it white. Maybe... Is that cool? No, no it is not. That's very simple. Maybe something like this looks better. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. It definitely needs to be the bright yellow on the inside, though. And this, I don't want the bright red. You know what we could do with that? I think golden looks good, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely better. And I like the red squares there because they kind of match the tiles of the footpath, so... Yeah, alright, that's good, that's good. Now, do we have... We have. It's not the greatest, but then again, our budget wasn't really allowing it for this coaster to be that great. So, yeah, you know, I think that's the best we were able to do. But when it starts to rain, in theory, this coaster... Oh, I also see, by the way, that we've forgotten a touch of detail. No, but in theory, this mine train coaster, when it starts to rain, should be still, you know, the gas should still be going on it. And that should also help with our cash flow, because during construction, I believe we had like 2 rainy periods, you know, 2 typhoons, or you can basically say. So yeah, you know, that doesn't help when you're constructing a rather expensive coaster. Because remember, you know, when you build in the underground, it isn't as cheap as building it right above the surface in the above ground. So good. Well, I think we're ready for like one more ride over here somewhere. Yeah, over here probably. And then it's just the go-karts here, and then we should move on to this next island. Because, yeah, you know, I think it's the time. We should expand the park a little bit and continue building more rides. But we're gonna do that and more next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.